Ahoy, morning breathers, and happy Monday. Yeah, it's Monday. Daylight saving time has begun.
It has.
But we didn't even think about it, really, did we?
No, we mentioned it, I guess, last week.
A little bit.
The big thing was, because it happens, at 7 o'clock last night and the sun was still out. That was still still getting used to that a little bit. Yeah. But it's dark right now, so.
Yeah. It won't take long to get light.
No.
So, no big transition. Last year I had to wean myself into
You
it.
spent a week working into it.
Anyway,
Yeah.
at least. This morning I just popped right up.
There you go.
Let's roll.
Let's just do
It's
it.
time to go.
It's not, can't change it. Just
Not changing it.
accept it, do it. Let's go.
But I had a thought.
All right.
I thought I might just stay on my own time. I might just pick just standard time and just stay to it. I'm going to make an appointment while I'm on standard time.
Yeah. So what? I don't even know. Are we on daylight savings time now?
We're on daylight saving time now.
Okay.
And I learned this as well.
Okay.
A lot of times we call this, Peter, have you ever called it daylight savings time, plural?
I have.
That is incorrect.
I think I have heard that before.
It is daylight saving time.
I think I call it savings, but I even know better.
I think we all have.
Is it kind of like the groundhog versus Groundhog's Day? Technically, it's just one groundhog. So if you say multiple, you're wrong.
Yeah. So let's if we're gonna live this damn thing, let's say it right.
Daylight saving.
Isn't Arizona the only state that doesn't do daylight
I
savings?
believe you're correct.
I thought.
Might move there.
I think Indiana or Ohio, maybe.
Well, there might be somebody else out there. To heck with you people.
Yeah. Well, maybe they got it right.
I think they do.
I agree. There's politics behind that, but
So I'm really thinking maybe I'll just keep my own time.
okay.
I haven't decided which one it's going to be because like I said, I popped right up this morning.
Yeah. Well, if you stick to old time, you're here at 6 a.m. in your own head. 6:15 we would start.
Yeah, see, the old time, it's 6:15.
Right.
Right?
Yeah.
So
if you stick to standard time and the rest of us are on this, then you're here at 6:15 in your own head.
that's right. That's okay. I'll make it work.
Hey.
I'm going to figure it out.
I got your back,
I'm
man.
not going to make a huge deal over this, but
Jeff says Indiana too. That's what I
Indiana.
thought.
All right. Well, welcome everybody to Monday's edition of Morning Breath. We've got SPP in the house.
Ahoy, Skipper.
Ahoy to you, my lad. And of course, boss man Matt is here.
Ahoy, skipper.
Ahoy. And I am your skipper.
Got the skipper hat.
Your skipper. He matches my shirt today.
It does.
Kind of got my dress whites on.
Okay. It just seems like that kind of day.
Well, that's important. And I started after a long hiatus. Exercise program has begun again.
Good for you. I went for a walk yesterday too. I just thought I just can't sit here anymore.
Yeah. So, well, the weather's nice.
That helps.
Good weather.
That helps a bunch.
Yeah, early March. Well, it's going to be nice today, but you'll let us know about that and set for the day, yes?
Yes.
Yes. Well, here's what's on my mind. We got a little wrestling. You and I came in. We didn't talk.
No, there's not a lot to talk about.
So we didn't say much. Ordinarily, we'd talk about, or might be texting.
We didn't even text over the weekend.
No.
Yeah. I knew we would talk about it on the show, and there's only so much to talk about. Here's what I'll say. For those that don't know, Iowa got third at the Big Ten tournament.
Barely.
They barely hung on to third. They had 3 wrestlers in the finals, and all 3 lost.
Disappointing.
Yeah. And
Kinda.
There's a couple that for sure were disappointing. I thought we'll get to this, I guess.
Yeah.
I thought Caliendo did okay.
I thought he did incredible.
He did.
Matt. I thought he did incredible.
He did. Yes, he got second.
He
but
closed the gap.
a huge amount. So I give him full credit, and I keep coming back to this. Look, they're college kids. I shouldn't have my whole life so invested in what these college kids are doing. They're all very good wrestlers. On Facebook and some of these other places, which I know you're not on, but people are just calling for Brands' heads.
Nah.
And Brands are great coaches, and they're good wrestlers. We have good wrestlers. It just I don't know. There's a piece in there that needs tweaked.
Something's not quite right.
But
because this is a recurring theme. We just
Yes.
underperform a little bit in the
Yes.
big ones. And so to me, it's all mental.
agreed.
And I think that Mikey Caliendo mentally
Was
is
there.
way ahead
Yes.
of where he was ever against that kid.
Yes.
I think overall, these young men, no matter what college, have figured out that Penn State is not this unsurmountable mountain that can't be climbed.
A couple Penn State guys got beat that I didn't think were going to get beat. Yeah.
I think the gap is closing between the rest of the teams and Penn State.
Yes.
Granted, Penn State ran away. I'm giving them all the credit in the world. But they didn't just coast.
No.
They really had to work. Now they ran off a string of 4 in a row, right? So that's their middle is pretty tough. Middle weights are just damn tough.
But even some of those 4, and I don't remember each match. I watched them all, but even some of those 4, it's not like they were dominant. They won, but
yeah.
they were not dominant.
Yeah.
Yeah, which is what you're saying.
Yeah,
right?
it's exactly what I'm saying. The gap is closing, and it is mental. All of these young men are very good wrestlers.
Yes.
Right?
All of them.
The top 8 are very dang good wrestlers. I think the biggest difference between 1 and 4 is right upstairs.
Yeah.
And that comes from a non-wrestler.
Yeah. Well, and you saw that. I mean, there was 5 seeds beating 1 seeds, and
That first day was fun to watch.
It was 100%. It was.
Not so much for us Iowa fans. I mean, we did okay.
Yeah.
We only had, what did we have, 3 or 4 in the semis? I forget.
Well, when Kennedy was in the semi, so we had the 3 that made it to the finals. I think Kennedy was in the semis, and was Parco in the semis, and they both got beat.
Yeah. Really proud of Kennedy. Nobody feels worse than these boys.
Yeah, agreed.
Drake Ayala, nobody feels worse than him to get pinned.
Yeah, he just got caught.
He got caught. He did something. I think he knew it.
And he wouldn't do it again.
I think he knew it.
Yeah.
And what that kid did is he took a chance and he caught him.
And it worked, right. But it
And
wouldn't
same thing
but it
with-
wouldn't work again.
No. But you Mark Ironside says it best. He says, by the time you see it, it's too late.
Yeah, right.
You have to feel it and just go for it.
Right.
And even the kid that beat him said, that was kind of wild. I took a chance.
Yep. And it worked.
And it worked.
And it worked.
And you got to be able to do that. You got to have the mentality to go, well, screw it. I'm going to try it. What do you think, Peter?
Yes.
The best.
Yes.
The best.
I just, I was upset, and then I kind of just reset myself. And like I said, all good kids. I got on social media, and those people are freaking melting down. And
Not going to be one of those.
And you can't. It's not. Just
No.
know. We have good wrestlers. We got good wrestlers coming next year. We got good wrestlers in the room that aren't even wrestling this year with that Ferrari kid and others, Estrada. We're going to be okay.
We're going to be fine. We're going to be fine. Maybe we need to bring some kind of a sports psychologist in. And maybe he's already doing it, but maybe we need to switch that person.
Yeah.
I don't know. But these boys have to believe. And Patrick Kennedy, I thought he had a great tournament. Yeah. He didn't necessarily, he wrestled kind of where he should have, seed-wise.
Yeah.
But he had some big-time points for us on the backside. That pin solidified third place for us on the backside.
Yep.
Ben Keeter.
Keeter was the
the
only one that wrestled above his seed.
Coming back.
Yep.
To beat that Ohio State kid twice.
Yep.
2 in a row. So at the duel and here at the Big Tens.
Yep.
That kid wrestled Gable Stevenson that Ohio State kid wrestled Gabe Stevenson pretty tough.
Yeah. Gable's in his own world.
Gable is in his own world. I waited around for that match.
I watched it. Yep.
And I thought, he's going to get tired. He's not in right shape. I just kept thinking that. No.
And he's been out for 2 years. He missed 2 seasons.
2 years, and he doesn't look like he hardly missed a step.
No. Well, Kirk Fleet's a national champion last year.
National champ.
The score wasn't overly impressive, but there was never a
There
doubt.
was not. There was not.
Never a doubt.
I saw that he was named outstanding wrestler.
Gable?
Yeah.
I missed that one.
Well, you could have. I don't know how you picked that.
No, there was a hell of a lot of good matches.
Boy, there was. There sure was. Nebraska, I've been saying for a couple of years they're tough,
They are.
and so it makes me wonder how the hell we beat them in the duel.
Barely. Didn't it come down to the last match, or
Yeah.
Buchanan maybe iced it, but it was in doubt all the way through.
So I don't know. There's a lot of parity. I thought Illinois had a hell of a tournament too. There's two brothers,
Yeah, the Bronicles.
Chronicles.
Yep.
Jeez, they're tough.
They are tough.
I remember last year, but I thought that the journeyman tough.
Yeah.
They're never gonna reach that peak.
But that's a good example of what you're saying earlier. Those those guys, the Bronicles, you just look at them, it's like they don't look like much. They don't have to look like much, but they have
They're
the
bulldogs.
They have the mental.
You're
They're
gonna
like,
wrestle-
we're gonna go win.
You're gonna wrestle my way.
Yeah, and it worked.
Here we go.
It worked.
So I don't know. Here's what I was disappointed we didn't get second because first place was out of reach.
Right. But we weren't even close to second. Nebraska. No, it wasn't even close.
No, I was trying to count. I think Nebraska had 4 in the finals,
And they won like 2 or 3 of them.
and they won 2 for sure. I'd have to rethink it. So they're a team to be reckoned with in the nationals.
Yep.
For sure.
Absolutely.
The seeding, I worry now about how the seeding is going to affect us. I think we definitely have 3 solid 2s in Drake Ayala for the nationals. Mm-hmm. Drake Ayala, I think hands down Drake and this Bird kid are 1 and 2.
Yep, I agree.
And if they wrestled 5 times, I'm not sure who would win 3 of the 5. Truly, I'm not.
Right. Yeah, it'd be close.
It's dang close. And then Mikey Caliendo's a solid 2,
Yeah, is Buchanan a 2?
and I think Buchanan's a 2.
Well, but you got AJ Ferrari out there in Cal State.
Yeah, he
Bakersfield.
could be a 3. I mean,
Buchanan could be a 3. Yeah.
It'd be interesting. But the other guys, I'm glad to see PK make. We've got everybody. 25 did not make it.
It still has a chance at large. Yeah, I know, but it's still a chance. 41 is the only one that for sure is out.
Yeah, we don't have anybody there. 25, I did not understand his seating at Big Tens. I felt it was a little bit too high.
What? I don't even know what he's seated.
Well, he was like 6th or something.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 8. I don't remember either. But then, and I like him. I like Cruz. I thought he'd been wrestling well, but
He had been lately.
but
And we've talked about this before in a lot of things. I mean, women's basketball, you could say the same. There's a big difference between 1, 2, 3 and the rest of the field, right?
yeah.
And in some cases, a big difference, Caliendo and Messenbrink. There's a big difference between 1 and 2, although he closed that gap.
Boy, he did.
But, and sometimes it's whatever. So,
Well, I enjoyed it, even though it was a little bit of a letdown to see us get third. I know those young men are trying; they're doing their best.
yeah.
That's what I know.
Well,
so,
like I told you, I had to take a pill a little bit yesterday, but after I thought about it, it's like, it's okay. It's all right.
I know. I know my son. He'll just get really negative. He's like kind of one of those. He just gets really negative, and he'll turn it off.
Oh.
He'll just say something.
Oh, I have to watch.
So he doesn't even talk to me during him anymore because I got mad at him one day when he started getting negative. And I just left him room.
Right.
I'm not going to be around that.
Yeah.
I'm not. I don't want to be around. I want to stay positive and put positive things out there. So I try.
Yeah.
Anyway. You got any hellos?
Yeah, I got several. So Jeff, Jim, my mom, Denise,
Tiffany?
Cindy,
What the
Julie, exactly. My sister Tiffany, checking in, boxcar. Ahoy, everybody.
Ahoy, everyone.
So we got a good crowd this morning, and they just had 15 minutes of wrestling talk.
Yeah, I know. You guys have to endure this. And so, but we won't talk again.
2 weeks is nationals.
2 weeks. And, we're going to hope we're going to talk about getting us all in second place.
Right. Yeah.
And good things happening.
Yes.
So we shall see about that. But we have to indulge us. This is a passion that Matt and I share.
Absolutely. Now, we have to at least mention the men's basketball team.
Yeah, we can talk about that after break.
All right, we'll get that out.
Let's take a little break, Peter. Are you done stretching over there? Oh, he's so big. Oh, he's flexing and stretching at the same time, everybody. He's feeling good. Cramps are gone. Ready to go. We'll be right back.
Introducing Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every meal is a delight. Start your day with our mouthwatering breakfast options and savor flavorful lunches with friends and family. Cap off your day with our delectable dinners. Hy-Vee Market Grill, where every moment is delicious.
Washington County Hospital and Clinics, providing quality health care that puts you first. Whether during a hospital stay, seeing a primary care provider for wellness exams or sick visits, minor surgery to a total joint replacement, or recovering from an injury, we're here when you need us.
More than you expect for your health care. Washington County Hospital and Clinics.
At Seafirst Credit Union, we're all about making connections, like how we connect you with the flexible financing you need to install that all-season room or remodel your kitchen with a home equity line of credit. Connect with Seafirst today and see why together is better.
Ahoy, morning breathers. Welcome back to Monday's edition of Daylight Saving Time, which I guess we're going to stick to. However, I may not. I don't know.
Just do your own thing, man.
Thinking about it.
All right.
It's just, I got to process it.
It might be tough with like meetings or something. Everybody's on
only,
one time and you're on
it's
your
only
right.
tough. I know.
Well,
I think they're going to have to adjust to my time.
It's like-
they want me to attend.
It's just like on TV. They say, 8:30,
8,
7:30
7,
Central.
7,
8,
7
7 Central. So it'd be like
8, Tim.
8, 7 Tim time.
Tim
TT.
time, savings time.
TT. Tim time.
Tim time. I like it.
So morning breath. Each morning, 7:15 Central.
6:15
TT.
Tim time.
Works
So
for
it
me.
is, so it has been written. So it has been said. Let it be written. All right. So we left off. The men's basketball team came out of nowhere.
Out of nowhere, won by 15 over
How
Nebraska.
did they beat Nebraska?
I don't know. I guess I haven't followed Nebraska that close. I don't know how. I mean,
Apparently they've
obviously-
been on a tough stretch this last.
have they?
Nebraska has.
Back 5, back 9.
They got a hell of
yeah.
a coach.
They do.
Used to coach at
Everyone's
Iowa
calling for
State.
his head though, yeah. And Chicago.
And Chicago.
They're calling for his head.
Some of them are, yeah.
Nebraska.
Because they're not even going to make the Big Ten tournament.
No, that was the play-in game basically for the Big Ten tournament.
So I'm gonna say it. We're gonna get one game, and then
And then that's it.
yeah,
I don't even know who we play.
Ohio State.
We're not gonna win that, are we? That's no. I said I was positive.
Yeah.
We got a shot.
Well,
Don't we, Peter?
Here's the thing. Ohio State's a 10 seed and Iowa's a 15 seed barely. So by seeding, Iowa's supposed to lose. Seeding doesn't necessarily mean anything, but
That's true. We just learned all about that.
just learned
this
all about it.
weekend.
Exactly right. Bringing it back to wrestling.
Seeding does not matter. So congratulations to those young men. The women,
Yep.
They lost in
they
the
got
quarters.
beat. They got beat. I didn't watch the women's Big Ten championship, but I think did UCLA win that?
UCLA
UCLA
did
did
win.
win.
And that's not the Juju. She's on
She's on
She had
USC.
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 Lost.
I thought UCLA was pretty damn good.
Well, USC beat UCLA twice in the regular season.
Oh, really?
And so this was UCLA's revenge game.
Well, you know what they say in basketball?
it's hard to beat somebody three
hardest
times.
the hardest thing to ever is to beat somebody 3 times.
And then UCLA was like a 4th seed in last year's tournament, so they had a good team last year too. I remember because they lost. My friend's a UCLA fan,
Okay.
and
How does that happen?
well, he's from California. Los
Okay,
Angeles.
that's how
we
that
went to college
happens.
together. And then he lost to Angel Reese, so he texted me, "Just beat Angel Reese." I'll see what I can do, man.
Done. Son, we
Try
got
my
Caitlin.
best. Yeah, and she did. So.
We can do that.
Well, the Iowa women, they were seeded 11th, and they beat Wisconsin, which they were supposed to. They beat a higher seed, Michigan State, and then they probably should have beat Ohio State.
Barely lost to Ohio State.
They could have won.
I didn't watch it, but from what I understand, there was a driving layup at the end that if it would have gone, we would have won. But maybe she was fouled in the process.
It's so rough. I can't get used to it.
Yeah.
They seem like they call ticky-tack stuff. I mean ticky-tack.
Yeah.
And a girl goes in and gets mauled.
And they didn't call
And
it.
incidental.
And it was Sid
Whatever.
Falter, who I like. That would have been a great story for her to make that, just because she's been through the whole thing, right?
So we look really good. This I can't remember names yet. I'm sorry. The freshman the gal we have that's a freshman. She's taller than Stoke or
O'Grady.
there's another one. Yeah.
Ava Heiden's her name.
Yes. Boy, she had a heck of a game against Ohio State.
Yep. Yeah, she got 11 points or something, which is by far season high.
She's gonna be a dandy.
Well, I wouldn't want to play a 6 seed at their Iowa team in the NCAA final. They're good.
We're okay, and we're gonna be really good next year
I
too.
agree.
So that'll be fun to watch. But congratulations to the men basketball making it. It's kind of an accomplishment for the season. That's a good thing for us.
It is. They got into the Big Ten tournament, which is funny to say you got into the Big Ten tournament because it's always been everybody's in, but they changed it up this year.
Yeah. We also had some national. We can't call it NCAA because it is not yet. The women wrestled.
Yep.
And I want to give them a little bit of time. Iowa they were defending national champs,
Yep.
and there's some NIs and A's and N's and all kinds of stuff in this. But next year it will be a sanctioned event. It'll be an NCAA.
It would be NCAA. I assume I don't know if they call it Division I, but I don't know.
Yeah.
But it's a sanctioned event. This is through the coaches or something.
So this is not sanctioned yet. However, everybody still feels like it is the national championship.
Yes.
But, Iowa did win again. It was kind of close. It wasn't clear cut.
Well, we still had it was really tight until we had like our 3 best wrestlers at the end.
Yeah, well, we only won by 20 points. That was kind of close. So I don't know. North Central College was second, and then a bigger gap.
Right.
A lot of schools you've never heard of, but we had 3 national champs, right?
Blades, Welker, and I can't remember the third one.
Yeah, I think we had 3. If I read hard enough, yeah, Blades did.
One of them, either Blades or Welker, I can't remember which, went all season without giving up a point.
Those 3 for us, Welker, she was one.
Yeah.
The 3 girls, I don't remember exactly. I heard this yesterday because I listened to the radio some because I love listening to Mark Ironside.
Sure.
But they were talking about it on the radio. Those 3 ladies scored, I don't know, 180 some points during this tournament and had 2 points scored against them.
Wow.
Period.
Yeah.
So 2 of them, one got taken down. The others didn't have a point scored against them. That's
That's dominant.
That's pretty impressive.
It's dominant.
So congratulations to the Iowa ladies. The Iowa Wrestling. I was looking through the whole thing. Remember, I said I was coming back from DC and this team was on it.
Yep.
I don't even see him on here.
Right.
I'm gonna look a little closer to see.
Right.
But there was a lot of teams scored 20s and 30s, and then at single digits, and there was lots of goose eggs. Like, because I said there's 55 teams.
Yeah, when you get 55 schools, somebody's got to lose, right?
55th. So there was, 10 or 12 schools that all tied for 55th.
Oh, okay.
Sorry, I was just reading, just now reading.
It's all good. Ray brings up Indian Hills Community College, men's and women's wrestling. They have strong wrestling programs at junior college. They both won national championships this past weekend,
That's something.
the men and the women.
Very good. Congratulations. It's tradition, wrestling is, whether you know it or not, everybody that listens.
Yeah.
We have a tradition here. We like that, the old farmhand strength, what we have.
Iowa State got 4th at the Big 12 wrestling. You and I got
You and
second.
I got second. And so who won? Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
Did they run away with that?
Yeah, I don't think
so.
it was particularly close, but you and I was in the hunt.
Yeah. So lots
You
of
and
good
I
stuff.
tough this year.
They're dang good. You know what's weird to see is like Michael Kemmerer in Minnesota.
Yes. And in Gilman's at Oklahoma State.
Yeah.
And, I mean, the whole Iowa State coaching staff is former Hawkeyes.
Yeah. That's weird.
Yeah.
But, those guys
There's only so many spots.
it's a testament to what Coach Gable did all these years.
Yeah.
7:41. We better take a break so we can get set for the day. Yes, Peter? Okay, we'll be right back.
In the heart of rural Iowa, where community matters most, the connections we make are made to last. Meet KCTC, your hometown internet, phone, and TV provider. At KCTC, we're not just about technology, we're about people. Our dedicated team are your neighbors, committed to bringing you top-tier services right where you live. We believe in giving back to the community that raised us. Experience the power of a real connection with KCTC. Join us in building a stronger, more connected Southeast Iowa.
Attention Hy-Vee shoppers, introducing Hy-Vee Perks, your ticket to exclusive savings and rewards. Access exclusive perks, prices, earn gas discounts, and unlock special deals. All this for free. Join Hy-Vee Perks today and start saving.
Bring the kids, share the memories, celebrate 75 years of traditions at the Midwest Old Threshers Reunion. Relive the magic of steam engines, antique cars, and trucks, tractors, gas engines, and horses. Whether it's your first visit or a cherished tradition, you'll enjoy the delicious foods, the thrill of an Old West shootout, and the excitement of nightly grandstand entertainment. For 75 years, this has been the place where memories are made at the 2025 Midwest Old Threshers Reunion, August 28th through September 1st in Mount Pleasant, Iowa. Visit oldthreshers.com for more details.
The Connie and Amanda team is dedicated to giving back to our community by actively engaging with our clients, businesses, and the public. When it comes to helping you find your next home, investment, or commercial space, the Connie and Amanda team is here for you.
Ahoy, morning breathers. Welcome back to Monday's Daylight Saving Time
/
morning
Tim time.
breath. I don't know. That's a mouthful. We'll have to figure that out.
We'll just have to, we'll feel that out.
Maybe I don't know. I'll figure that out. I got thinking about that. How does Indiana do that? I think that'd be tough. If I'm the only state,
I think
everybody surrounds me is on a different time.
I think they just say, you know what? Deal with it.
I guess you can just figure it out. I saw on the comments while we were at break that Kevin, Denise's husband, Kevin, had a birthday, and so I want to say happy birthday to Kevin. He's a fellow golfer.
Yep. Happy birthday, Kevin.
Happy birthday, Kevin. And he's supreme appliance man. Man, he can fix stuff.
He can.
But Denise mentioned that John the Voice was there. John the Voice must have had a little too much fun because he was to be in studio this morning. Yet we don't see him.
Not here.
John? Oh, Johnny.
His head's on the wall over
Yeah,
there, but that's as close as we get.
Yeah, put him, stick him back in a chair over there. Okay, we better get set for the day, hadn't we, Peter?
Let's do it.
Let's get set for the day.
I just feel like I want to clap.
It is a Sports Talk Monday. It is March the 10th, and this is episode 267. The temperature right now in Fairfield, 36, Mount Pleasant, 37, and Washington, 36. Mostly sunny today, but getting windy. And our old friend, the red flag warning, is back.
Oh, dear Lord, don't go sailing.
Yeah, don't go sailing. Don't light your backyard on fire because it'll get away from you. All that stuff. Rachel says maybe John forgot to set his clock ahead. So
That could be.
you just never know. High today of 72, which we'll take that. March 10th, whatever I said. And a low of 42.
March 10th.
Yeah. We're in the time of year where this morning when I looked at the first time I looked at the temperature this morning, it said 30. And it's going to be 72 this afternoon. So we're in the time of the year you have 40-degree temperature swings.
I didn't. When I went to work out, I felt it was pretty comfortable this morning.
I think when I came in, my car said 38.
Well, the guy out front's still warming his car up. You got to be. Come on, man.
I saw that.
Jeez.
Today's headlines from SoutheastIowaUnion.com. The latest in ag technology on display at the Southeast Iowa Farm Show. Henry County Board of Supervisors approved the Iowa Department of Transportation agreement.
Hey, Matt.
Yes.
I didn't know if I had interrupted you yet.
No, it's all good. Schools lawyers pushed back on the Highland Bond ruling appeal. And speaking of sports, since it's Sports Talk Monday.
It is?
Yes.
Okay.
Washington and Mount Pleasant boys track team both are running today in Cedar Falls at the Unidome. So the track season has started. And the boys' state basketball tournament starts today, too.
Ooh.
So
Okay.
a little overlap there, although not for any of our teams, unfortunately. Didn't make it to basketball, but
Yeah, we didn't say there was not much to talk about in girls basketball either. I don't think anybody.
none of our teams made it to the girls' state basketball either. So Denise says there was a club thrown out in the fairway area at Penseekers, and she hopes it was not John. Yeah. This day in history.
Let's hope, Denise, that he kept his wits about him.
Yes. This day in history, and actually yesterday in 1959,
Oh yeah,
the first Barbie doll goes on display at the American Toy Fair in New York City.
Barbie's older than all of us in this room.
Yes, she is. 11 inches tall with a waterfall of blonde hair, Barbie was the first mass-produced toy doll in the United States with adult features. It's what I got it right off the thing.
Could have skipped that part.
That's all it said. So, I don't know. Hey, I just reporting here.
You're just reporting the news. I
just
understand.
report the news.
I understand.
All right. Random joke, random quote, or random fact.
I think it's Peter's. Your turn to pick.
I think we do a random quote.
As I learned from growing up, you don't mess with your grandmother.
That's a fact.
But here's the twist. That's a quote by Prince William, and his grandmother was the Queen.
The Queen.
And you don't freaking mess with the Queen of
Don't ever
England.
mess with the Queen of England.
That's right. So there you go.
But that holds true with anybody.
It does.
You don't.
do not mess with your grandmother.
Grandma says, "Whoa, you whoa."
Yes.
Whatever it is she's saying.
And
I miss grandmas.
no matter what, yeah, I agree.
Jeez, that's the best. My grandma used to make the best toast.
My grandma. So I lived with my grandparents my senior year in high school, and great. It was awesome. But, as teenagers do sometimes, I wasn't perfect. And
Shocked.
so my grandmother would do my laundry, and she'd always take it, she'd fold it, do the laundry, fold it, and put it in my room, and then I'd put it in the drawers, but she'd put it in there. And one night I was out too late, and she was not happy about it. She didn't say anything. But the next morning when I finally got out of bed, I opened up my door, and all my laundry's still folded, but is stacked in piles outside of my room.
Mm-hmm.
And that's how I knew I was in trouble, because she didn't bring it in my room.
She was leaving you stew in your.
She was.
laziness.
She was. So anyway, my grandma was great.
There we have it. It's awesome. Subtle little things you learn from grandma.
Exactly right. So
Indeed.
today's takeaway.
Well, my takeaway is very subtle, and it was the in-depth reporting done and by a question asked. And if I had the ability to play this back, I would. When I asked Peter his thoughts on wrestling, or if he agreed, and it was a very well thought out answer. Mm-hmm. Yes.
Yes. Just yes.
Yes. And that was the end of that. So, thanks for the input, Peter.
Of course. That's what I'm here for.
Go ahead.
Did we ever thank KCTC and
Oh,
Ivy
we
Fast
did
and
not.
Fresh?
Oh,
Yeah,
now
just
you
thought
bring
about
that up.
I just thought about it. I was.
Is that your takeaway? That I missed?
It was not my takeaway, but
your
I
takeaway?
was about to say, and I was like,
Then
did we
let's
ever
just
do
say
that?
this. The Southeast Iowa Video Network is sponsored by KCTC.
Thank you,
Casey.
Casey, I'm very sorry that I waited till 7:50 to say this, but I had other things on my mind right away. So I'm going to have to go back to the drawing board and read the first few lines of my
all
good
good.
notes. So thanks, Casey, and all the gang over at KCTC. And the Morning Breath crew this morning is sponsored by Hy-Vee and Hy-Vee Fast and Fresh.
Thank you, William.
Thanks, Willie, and all the Hy-Vee Fast, Hy-Vees and Hy-Vee Fast and Freshes.
Okay. Anyway,
Thanks for catching that, Peter.
no problem.
I don't know that I've ever gone the whole thing and missed it.
Not that I
I think
remember.
I have.
Not that I remember.
I learned that Indiana has daylight savings time. Genuinely did not know that.
Yes.
I thought it was just Arizona.
There we go.
My takeaway is just about me, self-reflection. I have to understand that these are college-aged, they're men, but they're college-aged men, and it's just a game. It's just a sport.
They can be a part of your life,
They can, but
but
they
they're
can't.
not your life.
Yes. There you go.
Well said.
Well said.
Well said. Okay, well, that's all we have for today. We run very long. Tomorrow, we'll try again tomorrow to make it a half an hour, but I'm not going to bet my life on it. For sure. Thank you all for joining today. Thank you all for the comments. I can't think of anything. Thanks for all the young men and women that compete and give us something to talk about. So,
Yes.
I think that's all we have for today. So go out and have a great Monday, and ahoy.